So let's take a moment to talk about the educational system and talk about litigation reform and tell you that the problems of schools are your children. Current status of where we are in society is your abusive children with bad attitudes who have a lackadaisious, nasty personality while you support it. You tell them how wonderful they are. And then they just grow in filth. So the unions, there's a reason the unions are a factor that drive up the costs of public schools. Think about this in terms of Donald Trump and the election we're dealing with, Donald. Other factors are litigation and high costs of liability insurance. We need litigation reform to keep costs in check. It used to be that if we expelled a kid, he stayed expelled, end of story. However, if you expel a kid from school for being disruptive or even dangerous, he shows up the next day with his lawyer. And that's a Democrat problem, a liberal problem. That creates two problems. First, he drives up the cost of running a public school because attorneys and litigation are very expensive. Second, it destroys order in the classroom by giving power to disruptive children. That would be TikTok, I would say. So now we caught Shoo Chew. And taking disciplinary authority away from teachers and administrators. So that would be the politicians and the people running this place. So you think that because you have millions of followers and you're all part of some cult clan thing, that you're more powerful than your politicians in the state that you live in. And Democrats are supporting that, but because Democrats don't have real leadership skills, they literally promote it, especially in a Republican state, to cause disruption in the people's existence while they tell you that they're for the people. Oh, that's called communism. It's called narcissism also. And the news media is also involved in it. Educators must be given the power to maintain order in the classroom. And that's why Donald Trump is the next president of the United States of America and why Kamala Harris is nothing more than a fool who lives off of gossip and drama. She thinks that her campaign is all about dancing and partying to get you to like her so that you'll vote for her, and then throws out agenda that's for migrants. Like, you can't really be serious that you want to support a migrant over an American citizen. That means you're really, really ignorant, or you're not American, or you're proclaiming to be a migrant. I'm not really sure, but you're a migrant and you don't have a say in the political system here in our country. We want you out of here. Educators must be given the power to maintain order in the classroom. Order! We needed to make it harder for children to disrupt and bankrupt our lives in schools. You're a child. There's no reason why Alex Earl should be making that much money, or any of these girls, any of these trash heaps, any of these little boys. No fucking way should anyone have been able to go viral overnight. And we definitely don't want women like Nicole Lapin and Mona Van in our effing faces. Do you fucking hear me? See, they don't operate under order. They operate under selfish, which brings chaos and disorder. Not to mention she's a Persian bitch. One possibility is the loser pays system now in place in the civil courts of England. The loser pays. So that's your Be Kind movement. If a plaintiff knows he has to pay all those legal sides of the legal expenses and court costs, if he loses, he will be a lot less likely to bring a frivolous action to the court. However, we all know that you're all losers. That means you're going to pay all that little money that Mona Van Del got from all her fucking shit. That's my fucking money, bitch. So is that money that Taylor Swift made off of her concert tour. And that's Travis's money too. See, they don't like it when you talk money because they think that money is the only thing that will bring them happiness. And that's seduction shit. That's not order, is it? That's chaos. And that's what Kamala Harris promotes. Because we don't have a justice system that's an actual justice system. We have a one-sided, nasty version of existence to hide the secrets of what you all have done with the Democratic Party, with the help of the news media, while all you morons known as American citizens fall for that shit. Because you think they're nice. I assure you those bitches ain't fucking nice. They are selfish, they are liars, and they are all snake oil salesmen. The problem that we've had with the internet is that the older generation haven't been on the internet, and I've talked to you about this before. You weren't in TikTok during this. Only the sniving, scheming, nasty people were in the TikTok platform. And then they all started working together. And they saw that they were going to make money off of it. And that's actually all they actually care about. That's why you're watching the nasty travel path of whatever Mona Van and Gary Vee have been involved in. It's all part of the scam and the illegal activities against the American people. And Mona Van was right there in the front, ready to take her part of the scam. She was ready for it. Her legs were spread wide, waiting for that shit to drive up in that cave of hers. So they thought that you wouldn't take a look, but then the politics got involved, and then it got fucking worse. That means no law and order. That's why she hasn't made a fucking TikTok since fucking July, because she can't handle the fucking repercussions of what's coming at her fucking ass. However, I want to remind you that they're the fucking criminals. They discourage you by encouraging you to make content. So Gary Vee standing next to Mona Van is discouraging you from making content while he's encouraging you to make content. Where he then speaks to the emotional ingredients that it takes, but then doesn't display the emotional ingredients, except tells you how nice and kind he is. But I assure you, in your content, you're nothing but dog shit. You think that waving, that's nasty. That shit's gross. That's not professional, because we're not dealing with a small business. No, we're dealing with the nastiest of the nasty, called the Middle East, you motherfucker. So all he wanted to do was expose the Middle East and how fucking nasty they are. It's fucking clear how nasty the bitch is. You take the hijab off those whores and take a look at what they do. That's some nasty ass fucking garbage shit, and Americans don't like that. Americans think that shit smells like dog shit. They smell. That shit smells. She doesn't wear deodorant. Eat clean. Not only are they annoying as shit, they're ugly as shit, and they look like Persians. No, bitch, we're in America, and you either conform to American culture by not putting your fart stench of your culture all up on this shit, or you're fucking out. Because it's clear you didn't take the time to get to know someone else, because it's always been about you. And about how glorifying you want yourself to be, and how well known you wanted to be, and how famous you wanted to be, and how rich you were, and how you deserved it. And that's what they all fucking think. And reminding you they were all born with a fucking dildo spoon up their fucking assholes. While they show off their tits in a bikini at a white party that Michael Rubin invited them to. Let me cross my legs and take a photo. How fucking stupid do you think we are? No, how stupid